having to go out and buy health insurance itself, and that people will naturally pay the fine. If they don't have to go to jail, they'll pay the fine rather than incur costs, especially if the Senate bill says, which it does, that the day you have the auto accident, you get covered. You don't have to have any coverage before that, but the day you're in the crash, you go to the hospital, the insurance company has to pay for your treatment. Well, that's not insurance. That's private sector welfare, and there's nobody could afford it, and they'll go out of business, which is the purpose. So this guy calls up and says, if all this happens, what are you going to do? And I said, well, if doctors are not permitted to serve, to opt out of the government insurance pool and so forth, Medicare, Medicaid, whatever it is, and if they're not allowed to establish a private practice with private sector patients paying their own way, then I'll go to Costa Rica. Well, that has been turned, and I want to leave the country for Costa Rica and move there if Obamacare passes. I've had all kinds of reporters. Are you serious? Do you really mean this? You would move to... So I've had to patiently explain today to people who do not bother to stay informed on this stuff what the genesis and the primary context of my comment was. I said, look, there are insurance companies who don't want to be put out of business. We've talked to them on the program. I've talked to them privately. They are establishing healthcare clinics with quality doctors in places like Costa Rica. They're going to continue to sell policies to people who have the ability to fly down there and get treatment. And if I have to get thrown into this massive government healthcare insurance business and end up going to the driver's license office every day when I need to go to the doctor, yeah, I'll go to Costa Rica for treatment, not move there. So they're just in a tizzy out there between Costa Rica and Eric Massa. So it's going to be a fun day. Heck, it already is a fun day. You know, I am in such hot water now. People in New Zealand are sending me emails saying, how come you're not coming here? You've been telling everybody you're moving to New Zealand, and now you say you're going to Costa Rica. I did not say I'm going to Costa Rica. Stupid people in the media who cannot trouble themselves to read my transcripts or listen to this program, listen to out-of-context stuff. I was asked yesterday, where will I go for health care if Obama's health care passes? And I said, if doctors here are not permitted to form private practice little clinics with individuals paying a fee and a retainer and for services, then I'll go to Costa Rica to get major medical health care. Didn't say I would move there. They're all over these websites. Limbaugh says he moved to Costa Rica. Why, what more incentive do we have to pass health care to get Limbaugh to move to Costa Rica? Now, New Zealand's reading about this, and they're all bent out of shape that I'm somehow not coming there. All because of this stupid media. Well, Costa Rica, no, there's no competing for me because Costa Rica doesn't think I'm going to move there, which I wouldn't. Gosh.